want to take a picture of the cephalon fragment.
Cephalon fragment?
It's over here.
Oh, that's pretty.
I think it's pretty cool how they added those. What are those, dude? That was some fucking logic.
They unlock a thing for you.
Did
It's
you
a
hear what I
story
said?
dish. Yeah.
What unlocked things do. Congratulations on fucking mentally retarded.
If you find all of them on like a certain planet, it unlocks like a little video thing. Well, actually not a video, but a transmission, and it's about Ortis.
Oh, so it's Ortis story. So it tells you all about Ortis.
Yeah.
The fuck? But I don't want to know anything about Ortis. I like making up my own story for Ortis. If I know the story behind Ortis, then it won't let my imagination run.
Oh, trust me, you'd never fucking think of this one.
Oh, really? Explain.
Yeah, you really wouldn't.
I'm not actually gonna do it. Tell me what it is.
Okay, so long ago, when the Arakan were overlords of the Empire.
That's forever ago, isn't it?
Yeah. They hired people to do their work for them. And there was a man named Ordias. And Ordias was known as the most feared mercenary / assassin in the world. And he worked for the Arakan Empire. So after years and years of working for them, there came a day when his job required him to go to a colony and slaughter them.
An entire colony.
And he, yes.
Which is about how many people?
I don't know. At least
a lot.
At least like 30.
Oh.
Well, he did it. And there's this little boy there. And that little boy was crying over his dead mom. And he knew that he did a bad. He started seeing the Arakan as horrible, immortal, fucked up monsters.
Oh, they were.
But he kept going with them. And then, a long time later, they finally accepted him after doing so many ill deeds, doing all their dirty work. They finally said, you know what? Fuck it. You can be one of us. And they were going to give him the, like the genetic modifications that they own, that only they knew how to make him immortal. So during the celebration, he decided that he was going to attack the leader of the Arakan.
Oh.
And assassins back then, their most, like the biggest score of their life, the one that they knew they were going to get. There's this thing called bone plugs in the back of their neck.
Uh-huh.
And what bone plugs were, they were connected to the central artery that leads to your brain. And they're these hooks that are made of complete bone. That's why they're called bone plugs. That were forced to grow out of their body and hooked to their central nerve. Well, when you pull it, that signifies your last kill. And that's what Ordias did. He pulled his bone plugs and attacked the Arakan leader during the ceremony, which he would have been inducted into one of them. And he didn't kill the Arakan leader, but he killed several guards and several other Arakan people, just bystanders that were there witnessing the ceremony. And he thought that was good enough. And he laid there dying as blood slowly seeped from his body onto the ground. And the Iraqan head person came over him, and he was like, "This is what we expected you to do." And Ordias was named the Beast of Bones. I don't know if I threw that in there.
No.
Well, he was considered that deadly. That was his nickname, the Beast of Bones. It's because he'd brutally murder you and not give a single shit.
Well.
And well, the dude came over to him and he's like, "This is what we expected, no less, from the Beast of Bones. We were going to accept you, give you immortal life, and now look at you, dying on the ground like a mangy dog." And he was like, "What? You're not gonna die here." So they had imprisoned Ordias and wiped his memories and turned him into Cephalon Jordis, which is how all Cephalons came about. They were traitors to the Iraqan Empire who were then turned into a computer, pretty much, had their memories erased, and given one sole purpose.
To serve the Tenno.
Or just whatever. Some of them were made to serve the Tenno.
And that's where Ordis came in?
Well, I'm not done yet.
Okay. Sorry.
After years of being created, he served the Tenno. He was one of the few that did, because of his battle knowledge and experience from all the countless battles. He didn't know where he got it, but he knew it came from somewhere.
I was gonna say, I thought they wiped it, but...
All the information he had access to, but he didn't know where it came from. But every time he thought about it, he felt wrong. So, one day, there was no need for the Tenno anymore. So they all went into cryostasis, which is when we woke up at the beginning of the game and Vor was trying to kidnap us. That was our cryostasis. And then as we were in cryostasis, Jordis began to like dig deeper into his code, and as he dug deeper, he found this pit in his coding, and at the bottom there was Ordias, his real self, and he could feel the hatred and the despair and just the lust for blood. And he didn't like that. So he tried to hide it, put all the pieces away, but eventually it became too much. And Ordias started taking control of Ordis, trying to break out. And then the Tenno were reawakened, and Ordis began to feel purpose again, the purpose of serving the Tenno, so he could fight back against Ordias, his true motives and ego. And that's what the random outbursts of anger and blood and like destruction are in Ordis when he talks. That's Ordias trying to get out.